All right, let's talk about the game on Sunday, the big game on Sunday, and that's the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Tomorrow, how can I say it, the live breakdown and prediction. So we go live tomorrow in the morning because we gonna get some high winds in the afternoon tomorrow. So if power go out, I'm gonna try to knock out all as much content. I'm gonna do some today, and we're not gonna try to knock out as much content uh, today and tomorrow morning, so we're able to keep moving. Hopefully the power don't go out, but if you didn't know, it's gonna be some scattered showers, thunderstorm showers tomorrow in Detroit, and also they talking about maybe a tornado, so you know how the game go. But yeah, one of the major things we talk about this game is that they say, was it? I forget their damn name. Is it Hold on, let me make sure I get this right because I don't feel like doing it. It's Nick Bosa. So they say Nick Bosa is going to play. So Nick Bosa, I think he's going off a torn ACL. You can say a lot of things about Nick Bosa. His brother a little bit more quiet about his political views. This is why you don't mix political views in the place of employment. All right, a lot of people don't like him because they say he racist. Okay, I just put it out there. Okay, I don't like mixing. Even when you go to work, you're not supposed to mix politics and religious views and all that type of stuff at the workplace, right? It always causes the issue, right? But let's talk about the 49ers. I like to talk about and be objective. I like to talk about the view of them. We know more about the 49ers coming into this season than we know about Detroit Lions and the rebuild. We know John Lynch was a hell of a football player. We know he's a great executive. We don't know if he's a good executive. We don't know if he can be great. Same thing with John Elway. He was in Denver when he was pulling the strings. I think he might still be pulling strings in Denver. When he's in Denver, he can put a defense together, get receivers, get line, get tight ends, get backs. Find Philip Lindsay undrafted, you know. But the true question was, he couldn't find a quarterback from Osweiler to Paxton Lynch. He convinced John Elway to come here from Drew Lock, but he could never find the right quarterback in the draft. You're like, man, John Elway is one of the greatest quarterbacks you'll see. Won MVP, went to like 5 Super Bowls, but he couldn't find a quarterback. The same thing with John Lynch. That's the hardest position to evaluate. And a lot of times, sometimes someone will say I put 40% on it. It's usually organizations' fault that quarterbacks don't succeed, right? I think with Sam Darnold, I think the Jets, they didn't really support him, but they said San Francisco 49ers signed Josh Norman. So they got some secondary depth issues, okay? If you want to sign Josh Norman, remember they let Richard Sherman go. So if you signing him, you know, Josh Norman got to be 100 years old, right? Remember, I ain't seen him since what's my man's name? Derrick Henry pushed him and stiff armed him into oblivion. So yeah, he 33 years old. Not that old. He'll be 34 in December. He fell off a cliff. All right, he fell off a cliff, and you know, he fell off a cliff. Last time he was any good, we only made the Pro Bowl once. He made All Pro, so that was in 2015. He ain't been nothing in a while. He got the contract in Washington and fell off a cliff. But they said Norman signs a 1-year deal with the Niners on Monday. The team announced to make room for him on the roster. They released veteran cornerback Dante Johnson. All right, the 49ers added Norman to the cornerback group that currently has two rookies, Ambry Thomas, Demondro Lenoir, behind outside starters Jason Ferret, Emmanuel Mosley, and Keywan Williams. Now, Keywan is the nickel, but right now, you know, these one of those games when you look at the 49ers. When you look at I don't know if they released the depth chart yet. When you look at the 49ers, this is the matchup that our strengths don't match up with their weaknesses. Not on paper. And when you look at what they're doing, up front, they the strongest with Javon Kinlaw, which I liked him coming out of South Carolina. I expect him to have a big year, second year player. Eric Armstead, pretty good. And I don't know much about DJ Jones, but he gonna man the right tackle. So they do a 3-4. Okay. But Kinlaw and Eric Armstead, I know they wish they could have kept it DeForest Buckner because, you know, he going crazy, but can't pay everybody. Also, they got rid of old boy too. What's his name? I think they got rid of Solomon Thomas. He really ain't done nothing. They took him in the first round. I know they wish they would have. I know they wish they would have took somebody else over Solomon Thomas, because Solomon Thomas, he was the third pick in 2017. Talking about the guys that went after him: Leonard Fournette, Corey Davis, and Jamal Williams could have really helped that secondary. It's my Christian McCaffrey, Magic McCaffrey in that system, unstoppable. Patrick Mahomes, Magic Patrick Mahomes there. Marshawn Lattimore, they wouldn't have a cornerback problem. Deshaun Watson, so that's one of the biggest misses for them. And everybody but Cleveland up there. Chicago missed out Mahomes. I mean, that's a huge risk, because you got a couple players that could help them out. Think about this, other than Thomas. Jamal Adams, Christian McCaffrey, Patrick Mahomes, Marshawn Lattimore for the Saints. He was out of Ohio State. Deshaun Watson, Marlon Humphreys, Tre'Davious White. He went late in that draft. T.J. Watt. So they booed a Baker. He went in the second round, but woo. Could you imagine them, one of those players, if they had Mahomes? Come on now, Watson, come on. Woo, man. You talking about championship? What you say, TJ Husman's out of champion? Man, we all got misses, but you look at they linebacker, they front seven is the strength. Is their strength? You talking about Nick Bosa, Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, one of the best to do it out there. I love Fred Warner. Azeez Elisha here, I don't know about him, but they got D4 listed as a defensive end. But I think D4, I'm reading that ESPN's unofficial depth chart, but D4 is a stand-up linebacker. Let me see if San Francisco got theirs up. So yeah, they do got their depth chart up. D4, they got D4 listed as a defensive end. I don't understand that. D4 is not big enough to play a 3-4 defense. Oh, maybe they going to a 4-3. Maybe I'm drunk. Yeah, maybe I'm drunk. We 252. They got, okay, so they got 4 down linemen this year. Okay, I thought they was a 3-4 team. So they got 4 down linemen. We got Eric Armstrong at the left end. I was reading the depth chart was wrong. Nick Bosa on the end. DJ Jones, Javon Kinlaw, man in the middle. And then, the linebackers, Azeez Elisha here. Don't know much about him. Third-year player out of Florida Atlantic. Fred Warner, one of the better middle linebackers. Dre Greenlaw. So, to be honest, if you want to be honest, this is a defense that's in transition. Jimmy Ward is really good. I thought he free safety. I thought he was a nickel. They got Tavon Wilson. I think Tavon Wilson, he played over here too. Yeah, he's playing in Detroit. And it's the same Tavon Wilson. Let's see. Yep, he played in Detroit for 16 and 17. But you look at them, and their defense is in transition. Jason Verrett, he had a nasty leg injury not too long ago, but he's in his 8th year. He getting older. So you look at this defense. They count on a lot of young guys. They count on a lot of young guys. It's solid. But to be honest, it's not as scary as you thought it was on paper. Offensively, their line is good. They got former Lion Lincoln Thompson, sorry ass, Trent Williams, Alex Mack. So they got some really good offensive player. Brandon Ayuk, Mohamed Sanu, he played with us last year. Debo Samuels, Raheem Mostert, like him a lot. Trey Sermon out of Ohio State, like him a lot. So Wayne Gallman, second, played with New York last year, the Giants. Garoppolo, Trey Lance. So right now I think Garoppolo will give them the best chance to win. But Trey Lance, it's always like guys like what's the old boy that was a quarterback for the Vikings who gave us some problems. Joe Webb, whatever, he gave us some. Mobile quarterbacks always give the Lions some issues. So one thing I like about them, they gonna run the ball. They gonna challenge Detroit front seven who ain't played together long, and they gonna be able to run the ball all day. Detroit don't stop the run. They gonna keep running it. If they have to, even on third and manageable, they'll run it. So overall, I thought the roster was stronger top to bottom, to be honest. But it got a lot of youth. Okay. You got a lot of youth, but their weakness is the secondary. Those corners, Verrett, he getting old. I don't know much about Emmanuel Mosley. Younger guy, but they great. They got great front seven. But but that's the thing about them. They gonna run the ball. They gonna be physical up front. Jimmy Garoppolo beat you with his arm. You might as well, shut it down for the day. But you talking about the Lions. Talking about the Lions depth chart, and it's a one where it's a lot of mystery. It's a lot of mystery there because they haven't played together well. They haven't played together at all. Excuse me. Especially talking about defense, so they don't have they depth chart up. Like Detroit has always be seen like they secretive and then we be losing. I don't get it. They like the Secret Service with their information. Still probably get our ass kicked. But I'm going up ESPN and Brockers Aleem, Levi Anazorki. Aleem manning a nose tackle. Anazorki on the right. I think Anazorki gonna be on the back side, the blind side of the quarterback in Brockers. That's what I think it's gonna be. You're gonna have Okora, Flowers on the edges. We want a 3-4-9. Collins and Alex Anazol in the middle. Aurier, Jeff Okudah, Will Harris, Tracy Walker. So really, where you lack depth at, after you had AJ Parker in the slot, where you lack depth at is in the linebacker core. As far as defensive linemen, you got Panisi who was really good last year. Nick Williams is a good run guy. Kevin Strong came on pretty strong. We really wish we had Deshaun Hen. But honestly, man, if they can stop the run versus the 49ers, we got a great chance of winning tomorrow. But what concerns me about the linebacker core is depth. Collins age, Anazone, don't know much about him. Trey Flowers standing out, but what's gonna happen? They're gonna run the ball a lot, and if we can stop the run, or if we can't stop the run Sunday, Jeff Okudah is gonna get targeted. So Jeff Okudah, Harris is gonna be their two main targets. And if Harris, Walker in the front can stop the run, George Kittle's is the main focus after that. And then you look at offensive, Jared Goff, that's the biggest enigma. If he plays shitty, we probably going to have the worst record, had number one pick. Swift is supposed to be healthy. Williams, that's going to be a great dynamic, how they work with Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frey now, Hightower, and Sewell. If the running backs can work with the line well, which they haven't really played a lot in preseason, and they haven't did no joint practices, and can Jason Cabernet, who's going to be the third receiver, who was fullback converted from linebacker, they run behind him, he able to make blocks, I think he has success. Running against that 49er front seven, it's not going to be easy. We get behind, we're talking about Tyrell Williams, Khalif Raymond, Amara St. Brown, Quintez Cephas. I don't know if you see as much Cardale Hodges and as much Trinity Benson since they first got here. But it's going to be interesting. Their weakness is the cornerbacks, but our weakness is receiver. Their strength is stopping the run, getting after the passer. They got D4, Bosa. Our weakness is passing the ball. That's what we kind of see. But I think for the 49ers, their key to victory is just run the ball, don't allow Detroit to run the ball, win special teams, force the Lions to pass the ball, and they'll win. They had a lot of success versus Jared Goff as well. So 49ers will get simple. Basic shit, don't turn the ball over. They run the ball. They stop Detroit run, force Jared Goff to beat them with the arm. They should win the game pretty easy. Those are just the key words. The keys to victory. Jimmy Garoppolo ain't got to be sexy and throw the ball all the way around. Just run, play action, slant, take a shot downfield. George Kittle's over the middle. That's just what it's gonna be. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. So it's not a lot of mystery what they're gonna do for Detroit. They gotta take advantage of their matchups on the outside, but first and foremost, run the ball, stop the run, get after the passers, the three most important things. Then don't turn the ball over. Well, turn the ball over. We all know that's the most important thing. Don't turn the ball over. Can Jared Goff make some throws down there? Historically, Jared Goff, they haven't had really success versus the most success versus the 49ers for Jared Goff. So, those the things. Those the thing. No turnovers. Run, stop the run. Can Jared Goff do something with his arm? So, those are things that I'm looking. That's gonna be the keys to victory. And also, you got to get Hawkinson the ball. He's really your number one target than him and DeAndre Swift. So, if they can run the ball versus the 49ers, and their receivers can catch some balls, I mean, it's gonna be a competitive game. We at home. We talk about the odds in another video. But honestly, man, I don't know what to expect from the Detroit Lions come Sunday. I think most of us, if we being honest, if you're the most optimistic fan or you're the most fangirl, and talking about the Detroit Lions and the 49ers fan, most of us expect the SOL. They're gonna expect a team. They're gonna expect a team that's they're gonna expect a team that's gonna be dysfunctional. They're gonna come out. They're gonna be new in the scheme. They're gonna be undisciplined in the scheme. They're gonna give up a lot of runs. They're gonna be running. Jared Goff gonna struggle like he did in the NFC West with the 49ers, and that's what people gonna do. They can't run the ball, so that's what's gonna be expected. The bar is low. When the bar is low for Detroit, they seem to always supersede the precedent, what or the expectations for what people have for them. But to me, not enough camaraderie, not enough togetherness, not enough reps playing. They rested and they practiced versus each other in practice. But to me, I got the 49ers winning this game. Always gonna be real. People not gonna like, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna kiss ass, but I got the 49ers winning. They're more proven. They got more camaraderie. They are weak in the secondary. We weak at receiver. So I expect the 49ers to get the win Sunday. Hope I'm wrong. I think it'll be around the 24. I would say it's gonna be around the 24 to 30. I would say 30. I say it'll be around the 30 to 14 mark. Okay. I don't trust Jared Goff. I'm gonna give you my reason why I don't trust Jared Goff. I don't trust Anthony Lynn just yet. I don't trust the defense. So, officially, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be 30-14. You know what? It may be a 24-14 type of game. I go 24-14 type of game. I go with 30-14. I'm kind of indecisive. I go 30-14. And I think it's gonna be one of those games that's gonna seem like 60-14, because I think they're gonna score. The Lions gonna score a couple late touchdown. I think the 49ers gonna grind. And then, like I said before, if the 49ers lose this game, would I be totally surprised? No, I wouldn't be totally surprised if Detroit won this game, from the simple point of they got a lot of turnover. To be honest, they secondary kind of weak. You get Bosa back, who ain't 100% off that leg. Trent Williams a year older. Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance unproven. I think Garoppolo, I don't know who's gonna start, but I won't be surprised. I'm siding on the known variable. The unknown variable with the Lions, I don't know. That's what I'm going on. If I seen more in preseason them playing together, I'd be like, okay. But I don't think we've seen the Lions' real scheme. I don't think we've seen the Lions play their best. But we do know what the best of the 49ers look like. So I favor the 49ers to win this one. Are they Super Bowl contenders at this point? I'm not sure. You in that division where everybody beating up on each other. You're talking about the best teams in the NFC. You probably talking about Tampa, but at any time, Tom Brady can fall off a cliff. You're talking about Tampa, Green Bay, and then you're talking about Rams, people might say. And then really it's like 49ers, Seahawks. And those probably your top 5 teams. Especially with Drew Brees leaving. I know what you get with Jameis Winston. So, at the end of the day, I just think it's the known variable. They're going to be well prepared. They're well coached. But like I said before, we'll see. I know they wish they would have kept DeForest Buckner, but when Jimmy Garoppolo, you got a rookie like Trey Lance, when they your quarterbacks, anything can happen. But I'm going to say 30-14 49ers. Just that I don't know what to expect from Detroit, straight up and down. So I don't know. So it's going to be interesting. I just legitimately don't know. And Sunday, it really determines your whole rest of your Sunday and your beginning next week if they win or lose. So hopefully they win. Let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, share, subscribe to the channel. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the financial donations. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out on the advertising channel, video request, chop it up. All my social media link subscription. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. And check out Detroit Lions prediction playlist. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.